It's your guy who is never lying, sometimes defiant, TP Waiter Giant. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in and rocking with me. Please make sure that you like this video, hype this video, and if you haven't already, especially if you are a New York Giant fan, man, go ahead and subscribe, man. So let's get into it, man. Y'all know I like to crown myself as a wide receiver guy. So why not talk about this wide receiver group? I've been listening to, Giant fans rant and rave over this wide receiver group, and I'm not trying to be the party pooper or anything like that. I understand where y'all are coming from. I am just saying, I'm not excited. I'm not excited. I'm not trying to shit on what we have, but I'm not excited. And it's because of the wide receiver 2 position. I think is so underrated, but I think it is so vital. Malik Neighbors is Malik Neighbors. Could arguably be one of the, not one of the, because I feel like he's already that, can arguably be the best receiver in the league. Has the talent to do so. The most special talent that we have on this roster, Malik Neighbors, is him. I don't think we'll get any argument there. But Malik Neighbors is a question mark because we just don't know what we're going to get from Malik Neighbors health-wise. So when you look at this wide receiver group, you have to look at it from a perspective of what they will look like if Malik Neighbors is not in play. And that's where my confidence level isn't where I would want it to be, as it stands right now. Let's talk about it, man. Darius Slayton. I'm singing a different tune about Darius Slayton this year, man. I know I'm typically the guy to defend Darius Slayton. I have Darius Slayton's back, but consistency is the name of the game. And my question to each and every receiver is, can we trust you? Can you be reliable? And that is not who Darius Slayton has been for us. And so if Darius Slayton can arguably be the wide receiver 2 for this team, I'm not excited. I'm just not excited. No more patience do I have for Darius Slayton. No more woulda, coulda, shoulda when it comes to him. And it's like either you gonna be or I have nothing for you. I have nothing for you. I seen a question on X that was kind of circulating around. Who's the better receiver at this moment in time? Is it Darius Slayton or is it Odell Beckham Jr.? Now, first off, let me put a pin in this, man. Let me first, because y'all haven't seen me react to this. Y'all haven't heard me say anything about the return of Old Dirty Beckham, man. I want to say this. If you do not have a first tenured jersey of Odell Beckham, we are not the same. We are not the same. You wouldn't understand what this reunion means. You probably wouldn't even understand it. And I don't mean it in a literal sense. I don't mean that you just have to have the jersey, right? I'm throwing some sauce on it. But if you know, you know. A lot of y'all forgot what Odell was for the New York Football Giants. A lot of y'all forgot. I've been a reminder when he was gone. And I'm still going to be the reminder. Don't forget. Odell Beckham Jr. deserves to be in the conversation of the best to ever do it at his position wearing blue. So, I am ecstatic that he is in this locker room. But let's push the fandom to the side. What is Odell Beckham going to be for us? What version of Odell Beckham are we going to see this go around? Now, I'm trying not to get fooled by the practice clips and running on air and all that other stuff. I get it. The aura is at a maximum when you think about Odell Beckham catching a touchdown in blue. His veteran presence in his locker room, I get it. I understand that. But who is Odell going to be to help this team? He's lost a step. What made him special at one point in time was his tenacity, his quickness, his speed, getting jiggy at the top of routes. Does he still have that? I don't know. I don't know. I'm damn sure not expecting him to be Odell of the old. But are we going to have a good slice of that? We'll see. My biggest and favorite acquisition that we've had so far, man, is Calvin Austin III. When I got out of basic training and I found out that we let go of Wan'Dale Robinson, I said, oh, shit. Oh, shit. Because that's another receiver that I was a fan of. Had a tremendous season last season. How we going to fill in that hole? Pause if necessary. That was crazy. But Calvin Austin. I don't want to do the comparison game between him and Wan'Dale Robinson, but I feel like Calvin Austin is a good place to start. A good slot guy that I believe received more targets in his last team than anybody else we picked up. He had the ball in his hand more than Odell, more than Juju, more than well, I'm not going to count Malachi because he's a rookie, but more than Darnell Mooney, more than Jalen Hyatt, more than Isaiah Hodgins. I mean, that's my favorite move is Calvin Austin III. So I'll give us points for that. But then again, let's talk about it. You got a Darnell Mooney. I know a lot of people felt good about this. Okay, I get it. I'm just not excited. I'm not excited. How much production do you expect to get from a Darnell Mooney? Malachi Fields from Notre Dame. He reminds me of a Bryce Ford Wheaton, but somebody who supposed to be a red zone guy, a high point guy. Let's see if his game can translate from college to the league to where, he could stretch the field for us. Let's see. But then Juju Smith-Schuster, I'm not excited. I'm not excited. And then you just get into the whole depth conversation, and then you get into who's going to just make this team. Like I said, you have the Jalen Hyatt. I think I speak for all New York Giant fans when I say he needs to give up the 13. Because he shouldn't even be on this team right now, let alone wearing one of my favorite receivers' number. As soon as we signed Odell, he should have coughed up 13. Anyway, let me not get distracted. I say all of this to say, man, if I had to grade this receiver room, if I'm feeling on a good day, I have to give us a C minus. C minus. I just wanted just a little more for Jackson Dart, man, and I feel like a more proven and solid wide receiver 2 would have done the trick. Y'all let me know in the comments, man, how y'all feel about this. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this wide receiver group. Am I tripping? Do you feel me? I'm also looking around the NFC East too, and I ain't gonna lie. This is something that I probably shouldn't do, but I'm comparing our wide receiver group to our fellow NFC East wide receiver groups. And that's also why it fires up this conversation for me. But anyway, it's not a smart thing to do. I don't recommend it, but I can't sit here and lie and act like I haven't been doing that. But anyway, again, let me know in the comments. Again, do not forget to like this video and subscribe. I will holla at y'all. And until I holla at y'all, man, y'all already know. FIFA, Fofum, New York Giants, salute. Peace.
Kept my soul when they want wanted that